Round 1, Eastern Conference, the NBA playoffs. The Celtics enter the postseason with the best record in the conference. But now, the stakes are higher. Will their dominance be tested as they go up against the Dallas Mavericks? Round 1, Game 1, the NBA playoffs, coming up next.
Welcome, everyone. The regular season is in the books. The battle for the East begins. Round 1, Game 1. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. Now, a look at Dallas' starting lineup. Kyrie Irving is out there with Thompson. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And there's Davis. And it's Marshall in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Celtics, White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the point guard.
Smart pass, just one of the many ways Kyrie Irving creates offense.
Davis against Tatum. That shot off.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Irving's shot is good.
Something that's not talked about is that he is a high IQ player. You got to respect how fast Kyrie makes decisions, especially when it comes to shooting the ball.
Now here's Tatum. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
For this screen on Howard. To the middle. Gafford kicks to Davis. Just 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. The shot's good from Gafford.
His passing has always been a staple of his career. Not too many are better at dishing than Kyrie.
And yes, it's good.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Mavericks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And Davis wide open. He shoots. They get it back. And Gafford throws it down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
First free throw is good.
The multi-talented swingman Tatum just continues to get better and better each year.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Thompson looking for an opening. Off target with his 3.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Good on the bucket. Tatum's got 7 points. The Mavericks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Irving passes to Davis. Back to Irving. Launches a 3. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 6.
Look, he is a 50-40-90 guy, right around 40% from the three-point line. Kyrie deserves more respect for his deep game.
Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to visit with head coach Joe Mazzulla.
Coach said how much he admires Klay Thompson, saying that guy is a champion. Coming back from 2 years away, Thompson's still one of the best two-way guards in the league. Nothing but respect for Klay, and there's zero argument here. Thompson surely a future Hall of Fame. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Second shot opportunity. And the rejection by Tatum. A minute 50 left in the first quarter. Chalk up 2 there.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Dallas has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Dallas moving it around. Marshall gets the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Here's Brown. The Mavericks making the shot. Offline from the top of the key.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
He's just got it on automatic right now, shooting 100%, and that'll keep your confidence up.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Washington comes in for Marshall. Exum, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving.
Look, that was good defense, but Brown, he's just too good and just continues all the way through.
Dinwiddie wide open. Here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Now, here's Brown. 6 to shoot. Puts up a 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Dinwiddie left side. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
This is as good as it gets for first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Over in the corner, Washington. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. The shot comes out, and so it's Daniel Gafford making highlights for the Mavericks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
Celtics trail by 7. Tatum and Horford man the post position. And it's Shireman in at the 2. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics.
Brushing off the contact look. The dude is strong. He gets in there. It's easy. That's an easy bucket.
Here's Irving. Jayson Tatum picking up that last basket. No good from Irving. Tatum against Washington. Now here's Tatum. He's covered closely. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
See, this is what Tatum is capable of. Look, he is a sensational scorer. Like, we understand that. But when he gets into a rhythm,
he's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Oh, what strength and power from Tatum.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Inside. That one's good. Just his third make. Brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
The interior touch of Kyrie Irving, just superb at knowing how to slice through the defense with an array of finishes.
Now here's Tatum. 15 points in the game.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Lively inside. Guarded by Tatum. Yep, that one goes in there.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Throws it down, JT!
We see this from Tatum often, and it never gets old. Just scoring at will.
It's Martin on the wing. Bangs home the trifecta. Martin's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Through contact, Tatum.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. They get the rebound, Irving, and it's sent back by Horford.
Still a tremendous player, Al Horford, using that experience.
Here's Shireman, still scoreless. Fast break, Dallas. A floater, and Pritchard pulls it down.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Stolen by Lively. Washington with it, and it's Horford picking him up and finished off by Martin.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guy. And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Celtics trail by 6. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Boston making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. We've got 1:55 left in the second quarter. Puts up a deep three. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
The kick out to Brown. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Horford the pass to Tatum. Shoots over Gafford. Boston again missing. Mavericks leading by 6. A shot by Thompson and no one's around. Buries it from three-point range.
A silky smooth jump shooter. Once Thompson senses separation, he's rising without hesitation.
Here's Tatum. Missed inside.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Celtics have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Lets it go. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Dinwiddie outside. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And it's just so beautiful. The timing of that play is exceptional. Davis just gets there right on time and puts it in.
Now here's Tatum. 19 points in the game. Looking to end the run. Inside Tatum.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Mavericks. To Gafford with 1 on the clock, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's it's good.
Wow.
He did it.
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
Yeah, that's 1 in 100 type shot. But hey, that is why you just throw it up there.
And so it's Dallas in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
So I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo. So just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And thank you for joining us. 2 quarters in the books and a Game 1 deficit for the Boston Celtics.
They're within striking distance. They've done a few good things out there, but rebounding is not one of them, Shaq.
Probably the difference in the game. Looking at how the Celtics are doing in this series. Guys, how important is the first game of a series?
Very important, Ernie. You learn a lot about yourselves and your opponent. Teams will attack and try to exploit your weaknesses.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
NBA playoff round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. You know, guys, Jayson Tatum has really been making it happen.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
Celtics trail by 8, getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. Daniel Gafford is out there with Davis, and it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Thompson, and it's Marshall in at the small forward position. Pass to Marshall, down low. Here's Davis. Oh, Davis down low.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Bounce pass from Tatum. His first shot coming late. Rebounded by Gafford.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Irving doesn't go for it. Holiday with the defensive effort. The Celtics shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Tatum.
Look, this dude is well built, and he's a specimen. He's 6'8". Look, he's going to score inside if it gets that close.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Tatum against Davis. With the shot. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Tatum's got 30 points.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
And let's not forget about his athleticism. Dominant above the rim. Davis knows how to use his size to his advantage.
And Davis sends it back. Now, here's Marshall. He's covered by Brown. Marshall can't hit. Celtics trail by 8 to the paint. Here's Porzingis. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. It's stolen by White. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Oh, getting the hoop and the harm. That's tremendous body control from Brown.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Pritchard, he's checked in for Boston. And Dallas also making a switch. Washington's checked in.
At the line, shooting 1.
Brown, no good on the free throw.
And we've watched Brown blossom into a talented scorer, someone who's capable of shouldering that entire offensive load.
Celtics have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Here's Tatum. Tatum pulling out one of his many moves.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Here's Irving. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Superb concentration from Irving. He's excellent at sticking with his shot through contact.
The Mavericks shooting their first foul shot of the night.
Irving, 1 for 1.
Find the lane. Nice shot. Just the total offensive package. Kyrie is a once-in-a-generation guard.
Tatum against Davis. On the wing, Holiday. Nice ball movement by Boston. Tatum's shot is off. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
At the line for the Mavericks, Klay Thompson. 1 shot.
1 shot.
And that one misses.
One of the greatest shooters we've ever seen. Thompson is also a proven winner and champion.
Dallas leading by 7. Irving finds Washington. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Porzingis. The Mavericks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
The line for the Mavericks, P.J. Washington, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. Washington hits them both. Celtics trail by 9. Tatum backs for 2. It's rebounded by Dallas. Davis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Irving from long range. Rebound Boston.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Poke loose. To the inside, Gafford. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 5 assists tonight.
Ooh, that's a clever pass there by Kyrie, getting the ball to the guy for the better look.
Open shot, Thompson. Rebounded by Tatum. Tatum's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To stop the run. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring him back.
This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one. Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Dante Exum comes in for Klay Thompson. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. .112 left in the 3rd. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. It's Davis on the wing. Back to Dinwiddie. An easy 2 points on the layup. Dinwiddie's got 6 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
One of the craziest dunks we've seen. Tatum with the bounce.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it, bringing up for the Mavericks. They've led by as many as 11 points. Outside for Davis from past the arc. Oh, Davis showing his range.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Celtics trail by 11. Tatum, that's for 2. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 11 rebounds in the game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Down low. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Dinwiddie touched it last.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
19 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Brown. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Brown's got 4 this quarter.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
The 3 from Davis. He's off on that one. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the Dallas Mavericks. His stat line has been terrific. As the quarter ends, he's already got a double-double. We've got more in store for you right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round 1. Tatum in the front court alongside Horford. And it's Hauser in at the shooting guard position. That's the Boston 5. And Tatum driving. That one falls. Tatum's got 15 points here in the second half.
So agile on the drive. When Tatum puts it on the deck, he is a major problem.
To the paint. It's picked off. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Tatum finishing off the break.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Exum. Rebound, Boston. Horford's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Fires for 3. Yep, it goes. And the Dallas lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Tatum.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
Just the definition of combo guard. Dinwiddie with a great pass that time.
Tatum gets the bucket. Tatum's got 9 points now in the quarter.
The adjustment. Man, what a finish.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Irving with the ball. It's tipped. Tatum on the wing. Lays it up off the glass. Tatum's got 48. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Boston.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, well, they just jump in.
Yeah, Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. Anthony Davis comes in for P.J. Washington. Marshall, he's checked in for X. That's Thompson in for Spencer Dinwiddie. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. Well, I got a chance to listen in on what Jason Kidd was talking about with his players. He's happy with how they've been playing. He told them, hey, they had their chance, but this is where we take it from them. This is our game and our series. He's got him pretty fired up, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Thompson for three. And Boston with the rebound. Tatum's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
And here we go, guys. This possession could make or break them right here.
Thompson with it. Now guarded by Tatum. Here's Davis. Nails the baby hook. 15 points for Anthony Davis.
This is where Davis excels. The stakes motivate him to play with reckless abandon. Oh, my gracious.
Tatum, that's for 2. Mavericks with the rebound.
He made that way more difficult than it had to be with that leading jumper. As a result, he comes away empty.
In the corner, it's Gafford. And here's Davis for 3. The offensive rebound. Lets it go from deep. That shot is no good. His 5th miss now in 12 tries. Celtics trail by 5. Here's Tatum. Again, what an avalanche!
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. And it's Irving with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. 1:30 left in the game. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Here's Porzingis. Count that one.
Just a huge shot by Porzingis. He welcomes the chance to come up big for his team.
Dallas has gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And Gafford throws it down.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Fires from 18. No good that time. Mavericks have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th of 9. That's big effort. It's hauled in by Brock. Porzingis looking it over. And another one falls. Amazing.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
Thompson from long range. Boston grabs the miss.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
20 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Outside Tatum. 4 on the clock. Over Davis. It's off. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. 7 seconds left in the fourth. And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul, second team foul. Allowing for Mavericks, Kyrie Irving, 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
And those were some big-time shots. Those free throws helping make this a 3-point game.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point. So I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It falls! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys build contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Allowing for 2.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
And they need a 3 to tie. But look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbounds and make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter.
So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum is so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all right, David, thank you. Well, that'll do it for now. And you can join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching tonight's game on 2K.
I'm gonna see you when I got time, even though I got nothing to do. Trust that I lost my mind, so I'm gonna leave it with dude. I'm on that one time, but I'm still reading the room. I'm on that one time, but I'm still reading the room. And make sure it didn't cross my mind, remember the fit in the room.
We are set to bring you the action as round 1 of the Eastern Conference playoffs continues on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the 4th member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. And now Dallas' starting group. We've got Davis. Klay Thompson is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Daniel Gafford, and it's Marshall in at the 3. And for Boston, the 2 Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Taking a look at Boston, well, they need this one to go their way. Already lost home court advantage.
Yeah, dropping game 1 was a huge gut blow. It seemed to really get them off guard to start off the playoffs.
Thompson, that's good.
Can we give Klay Thompson some credit here? There's a number of ways to score off the pick and roll, and he's got every one at his disposal.
Tatum gets the bucket.
That's a pretty bounce pass. Nice.
And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Outside Davis. Back to Irving. And It's rejected.
This is one of the great defenders of his generation, Drew Holiday. Sends it back twice on the pipes.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, this is the elevated energy level you expect in the postseason, chasing down blocks and making an impact.
Now here's Thompson. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. We talked about facing a premier defender like Anthony Davis, and Coach told me AD is obviously a tremendous offensive player, but his impact on D is even greater. He's an elite rim protector, and he moves like a wing out there on the perimeter. Without a doubt, Davis covers a lot of ground defensively. Back to you, BA.
Thanks for that, Allie.
Davis resolute with the and one.
Dallas shooting their first free throw of the night. Davis, no good on that free throw. Tatum feeling it out a bit. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Davis.
Yeah, this is how powerful Davis is. Awesome at capitalizing with the dunk.
And Davis with the block. And he gets it back. The three from Thompson. Boston pulls it in. Outside White. Brown finds White. Porzingis with it. Outside Tatum. It's not going to go for him. Nice D from Gafford. Dallas has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Porzingis grabs the board.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Irving.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
You know that block has him and his teammates all pumped up. That is what playoff basketball is all about.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Gafford, and the dunk by Gafford.
Emphatic finishes are becoming routine for Mr. Gafford.
And it's Holiday with the ball for the Boston Celtics, trailing by 5. Here's Tatum. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Boston shooting their first free throws of the evening. And the first one at the line is good.
What impresses me about Jayson Tatum are his work habits, his commitment in the offseason to adding something else to his arsenal. We know he can play high-level basketball on both ends. The sky is the limit.
And so Tatum nails both of them. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Marshall. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving.
Well, a point guard's responsibility in part in today's NBA, get their guys going. And Kyrie Irving doing just that.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Celtics trail by 5. On the wing, Tatum. Checked by Davis. And the shot goes down. Tatum's got 8 points.
Well, the increasing strength of Jayson Tatum is making it harder to knock him off his path. That is nice.
Davis, the pass to Thompson. Here's Marshall. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
They have no answer defensively inside.
For Boston, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Tatum. A quick shot there. It's all target. The Mavericks lead by 5. And out of bounds. Boston will have it. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Kornet's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Al Horford comes in for Jayson Tatum. Hauser, he's checked in for White. And Pritchard is subbed in for Drew Holiday. And a new group getting ready for the Mavericks. Lively, he's checked in for Gafford. Washington comes in for Marshall. Exum's checked in for Thompson. And Spencer Dinwiddie is subbed in for Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown so quick off his feet. What a vertical threat he is.
For Dallas, they've got half their attempts to go. 6 of 12. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And the shot goes.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Here's Exum. They get it back. Lively. The shot, no good.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Jaylen Brown again. He's got 6.
Well, that's where you use your athleticism and agility for Jaylen Brown, navigating to a high percentage look.
Outside Davis. The three-pointer off the mark. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Brown for 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Dinwiddie outside. Outside for Davis. Off target from outside. And here's Brown. That'll count. Ooh, he drains the 3, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand at time. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he...
The previous play is under review.
Sure, it was the right call, but I'm not sure how much it'll impact this game. We'll see.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And the ruling is in. The call stands. No bucket. So no change in the score as we end the quarter.
Good move to review that shot. That was really close to counting.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. The Mavericks on top, up 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And let's get you back to the action as Game 2 is getting underway. And when you consider how Dallas is doing, guys, your thoughts?
They're getting a big contribution from the bench already.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs. And credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
Boston trailing. It's Tatum at the 4 with Horford at the 5. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Shireman in at the 2-guard spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
What a weapon the 3 has become for Jayson Tatum. Look out.
Now here's Irving. No points so far. It's Prosper, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. And it's Tatum missing.
Got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit. Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Too easy for Tatum, even with the contact.
Jayson Tatum is a thirsty scorer, and right now filling it up.
Exum left side. Here's Irving. Boston pulls it in. Here's Tatum. Oh, look at Tatum. What a finish.
Well, do not let Jayson Tatum get space in transition. He will make you pay.
And Irving gets it to go. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
You see yourself on the screen and you show us your best goal.
Horford comes in for Lively. And it's Klay Thompson in for Prosper. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Ooh, the turnaround jumper, count it. Tatum's got 17.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Exum outside. Back to Irving. Tatum pulls it in. The Celtics have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Shoots over Thompson. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. And now a 4-point Boston lead.
Yeah, you have to be able to take mid-range jumpers at times. I know it's not a high-value shot, but for Tatum, sometimes that's what the defense gives him. What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Tatum. Oh, Tatum takes the contact.
I'll tell you, he's in a rhythm and playing with purpose. Great first quarter, even better in the second.
Pass to Thompson. Nice open look, but it's no good.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Here's Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
You see the level of verticality that Jayson Tatum brings to the table. Nice.
Washington outside to the middle. Klay busting it up inside.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Little turnaround. Misses off the left iron. Mavericks trail by 3. Here's Irving. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Porzingis 7-3 says not here and not now.
Here's Horford. Oh, getting it done. Horford gets it to go. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
So far, they've been immensely aggressive on the defensive side, denying easy shots, and it's made a difference in the game.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Hauser, he's checked in for Horford. Brown comes in for Tatum. And it's White in for Pritchard. Dinwiddie finds Thompson. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie. Thompson's got 10 points.
Much more efficient this quarter, feeling more and more confident.
JB off the bounce. Gafford with the block.
Well, the length and the vertical, boy, Daniel Gafford could be a force defensively.
They get it again. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Davis against Porzingis. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Shooting for Anthony Davis. 2 shots.
Knocks down the first one.
Quite simply, AD is one of the most impactful players in the league. Can take over a game on both ends.
Both free throws good from Davis. So it's Boston now. It's Brown on the wing. He's got 6. Rebound, Anthony Davis. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. Dinwiddie, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. 34 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. On the wing, Davis. 23 seconds left to play in the half.
Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
Thompson against White. Pass to Brown from outside the arc. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Dinwiddie outside. The ball's knocked loose and stolen by Holiday. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Dallas on top. They lead by 1. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with PJ Washington. PJ, what will be the key for you guys defensively in the second half?
Not letting them get easy routes to the basket and contesting their shots, rebounding, and just not letting them get second chance points.
Comes back to the fundamentals, guys.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot drama. They're picking up on the shot. Let's hear it for our contestant.
And as we welcome you to halftime, without question, Game 2 has been a battle.
Playoff atmosphere, hostile environment, man. They're handling the pressure, putting themselves in a good spot.
Looking at how the Celtics are doing in this series, I'll get straight to it, Kenny. Is this a must-win game for them?
They might not want to admit it, Ernie, but this is a must-win game. I look at this team and I think if they drop this one, it's going to get into their heads and they're not coming back.
Stop it, Kenny. It's not over yet. They know how to respond when their backs are against the walls.
Well, thanks as always for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And thanks for sticking with us as this round 1 game continues. And you know, Jayson Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Well, tonight is a big game, and you have to be impressed with the way he's come out firing.
You get the sense when there's big-time performances to be had, this guy wants to take part. You expect that this is a trend that will continue here.
Here's Tatum. On the court right now for the Mavericks. They've got Klay Thompson. Najee Marshall is out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Gafford in at the center position. And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Pass to Thompson. Lets it go from deep. Holiday grabs the miss. The Celtics with the lead. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
The best offensive players in the league get to the free throw line consistently. This is where you're starting to see growth from Jayson Tatum, wanting the contact, inviting the contact.
Line for 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. He's off on the second.
No one expected to see that. He's been owning the line as of late.
Thompson goes in. Over White. It's hauled in by White. It's a close game here in Boston. Here's Brown. Oh, Jaylen Brown! A Strong finish.
Now, this is just a veteran instinct kicking in here. Holiday sensing and finding the man who's open.
Outside Davis. Back to Irving. Pass to Thompson. The three is up. Connects from downtown. Thompson's got 13.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often. And, of course, he makes good use of it.
And Davis with the block. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
You know that block has him and his teammates all pumped up. That is what playoff basketball is all about.
The Mavericks have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Irving, the pass to Marshall. On the take. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
That passing ability complements Irving's scoring so well.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Boston, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Tatum. Oh, look at Tatum going to work inside.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Thompson passes to Irving. Back to Thompson. And he's going for the oop here. Left side Tatum. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got 5 assists tonight.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
Outside Davis. Lots of room. Again, the Mavericks good for 2 more.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Yeah, this is the elevated energy level you expect in the postseason. Chasing down blocks and making an impact.
Pritchard's checked in for Boston. Washington's checked in for the Mavericks. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Pass to Gafford. The 3 from Thompson. Boston pulls it in.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
From 12 feet. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Tatum's got 8 points in the quarter.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Irving, pass to Gafford. To the inside. Here's Davis. Easy 2 for AD.
Yeah, he shot the ball well enough to keep his team even. Let's see if together they can elevate past that.
And Tatum with the basket on the assist from Holiday. Tatum's got 33.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
There's a minute 54 left in the third quarter. Irving, pass to Thompson. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Here's Tatum. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Gafford's got his 4th rebound in this one. Elbow shot. Washington passes to Irving. Back to Washington. Now here's Irving. Takes the 3. Tatum pulls it in.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
All right, fans, give it up for something.
With some changes, Horford comes in for Porzingis, and it's Hauser in for Jayson Tatum. Lively, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Dinwiddie comes in for Irving. The Celtics have gone 6 for 9 in the half. And here's Brown for 3. And Brown knocking down the triple.
You simply must stay attached to Jaylen Brown in a catch-and-shoot situation so dangerous.
Here's Dinwiddie, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention? Oh.
54 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Thompson outside. Pass to Washington. The 3. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. Brown's got his 4th rebound in this one.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Mavericks trail by 5. Here's Dinwiddie. Boston pulls it in. Pritchard's got 4 rebounds now. For Boston, they've gone 8 of 12 from the floor in the third quarter. Here's Washington. And Washington powers it through.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim. Brown, that's good.
I'll tell you what an improvement for Jaylen Brown on the offensive end, both in recognition and execution. Hit that pull-up jumper, sir.
Pass to Washington. Back to Davis. Launches a 3. Davis showing his range.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And so it's Jayson Tatum making highlights for the... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
Thanks for joining us again for round 1 of the NBA playoffs. Tatum and Horford, the duo at forward. Then there's Luke Cornett. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Hauser in at the shooting guard position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Boy, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
From 9 feet. Ooh, Tatum with the power inside.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Outside Irving. Martin up top. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Martin's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Boy, that's as wide open as you're going to get. The defense needs to lock in and be better than that.
Here's Tatum. And the shot goes in. And the Celtics lead by 3.
Well, there's a mix of strength and agility that Jayson Tatum is taking advantage of. Nice work in there.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Hauser. Down low. And that one's good. Tatum's got 39.
He's been red hot. It's like one of those days when it seems like he can't miss.
And his shooting is the only reason this game is as close as it is. He's been Mr. Reliable offensively.
The 3 from Washington. And Pritchard pulls it down. Pritchard's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Celtics lead by 5. And that'll be Boston's ball as it goes out of bounds. Celtics able to keep possession here. A big group substitution here for Boston. Porzingis is checked in for Cornette. Brown comes in for Horford. Derek White's checked in for Hauser. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Pritchard. And Dallas also making a switch. Dinwiddie's checked in. Boston with the ball. Here's Tatum. It's stolen by Washington. It's Dinwiddie on the wing. He's guarded by White. The 3 from Washington. It's hauled in by White.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Substitution here for Dallas. Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. Anthony Davis comes in for Washington. Marshall, he's checked in for Exum. And it's Thompson in for Dinwiddie. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He implored his team to use the clock. He said the clock is our friend. No need to rush things unless they give us a free one. Let's squeeze them out of this game. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
They get it again. Here's Thompson. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Celtics lead by 5. Here's Tatum. He takes it in. And Tatum finishes the drive.
Boy, once he gets going, all 6'8", 210 pounds, Tatum very hard to stop off the bounce.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants to make sure everyone is alive, given the situation right now. Exum's checked in for Klay Thompson. Mavericks trail by 7. Irving looking around. And stolen by Holiday. White, the pass to Porzingis. Back to White. On the wing, Tatum. Shoots over Davis. It's rebounded by Dallas. Gafford's got his 5th rebound in this one. And he lobs it up top. And stolen by Brown. Here's Tatum. And the layup falls. Tatum's got 43 points. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And there it is for him. Tatum's got 45 points.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
You know, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Here's Tatum. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Tatum's got 47 points.
Jaylen Brown has improved as a setup guy. That pass was on time and on target.
Pulls it from the top of the key. He can't hit that time. Boston on offense. They're on a 14-4 run.
And so that's the end of game 2. No question, this is a big win for the Celtics.
I was really impressed with their attitude today, Grant. Competitive game, they battled through every step of the way.
And B.A., can you say big-time effort and energy? I mean, just a tremendous performance. They were well-deserving of this win.
And this team has to feel great, knotting up this series at 1-1.
A huge win for them, avoiding going down 2-0, and this series is on.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Jayson Tatum.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
And it's Tatum missing. And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Three-pointer. And Dallas hits again from deep. Here's Holiday. It's stolen by Irving. Here's Exum. So we see the Celtics get the win here. It might have been just game 2 of the series, but this one felt like a must-win.
I just love the fire they played with tonight. It's the playoffs, and they really brought the energy.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Thank you. I'm here with Jayson Tatum. And Jayson, congratulations on the win. What did you like about this team's performance tonight?
Our toughness. And, you know, we figuring it out. It's early, but we taking it game by game, quarter by quarter. And everybody contributing. So, you know, I like it.
Thanks, Jayson.
Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Jayson Tatum.
First round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Celtics have showed up hungry and determined to fight for what they believe is rightfully theirs. Will they be able to break the stalemate and come out on top against the Mavericks? Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
Welcome, everyone, to Game 3 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinals. We're all tied at 1-1. If the first 2 games have been any indication, we should be in for a great series. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. And now the opening lineup for Boston. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Brown in at the 3 slot. And for the Mavericks, Irving is out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Daniel Gafford. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Marshall in at the 3.
How about that decision by Kyrie? That's why you want the ball in his hand.
White bounce pass. Holiday finds Tatum for Davis. It's rebounded by Dallas.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Irving. Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, it's not easy to keep a shot out of Porzingis' reach. He has such long arms.
Tatum backs for 2, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net. You take a look at the Mavericks. Well, they stole one on the road, and that was their goal. Now they have a chance to take command of the series, Greg. But it's going to be difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, they still got a lot to prove, Kevin, coming into this series as an underdog. But I've been impressed with their fight and execution. You can tell they're not intimidated. We'll see if they can maintain that level of confidence tonight.
It'll be key, you're right. Now, here's Marshall. Jayson Tatum missing his last shot. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Misses the 3. The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Holiday gets the bucket.
Look, Holiday makes more than enough of those to keep the defense honest.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. I'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jason Kidd.
Now, of course, I asked Coach what his plan was about defending Jayson Tatum, and he said, I told our guys just to play smart, to play up on him, but not get baited into fouls, and try to get a hand in his face. So that's a difficult challenge for any defense, so we'll see what happens tonight. Guys?
Thank you, David. Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And he'll get ahead of steam when there's that much of a lane. You can't get in AD's way.
Here's Tatum. He makes that one drop, only a second in 5 tries.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And this team wants Davis looking to score and putting pressure on the defense.
Here's Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play. 6 points for Jayson Tatum.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And Jason Kidd has called timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. To the middle. Here's Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. And here's Tatum for 3. And it's Irving with the rebound. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Mavericks. It's a 3-point game. look to start a new streak after losing on Monday.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Yeah, those opposing crowds can put you off balance at the stripe, but you got to block out the noise and make those free throws.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Mavericks making a change here. Dinwiddie's checked in. And a change for the Celtics. Al Horford, he's checked in for Tatum. Here's Brown. 1:44 left to play in the first. Over Marshall. Brown, good.
Well, you got to know the scouting report on Brown. He's solid cashing in from the mid-range.
Inside, here's Marshall. Oh, and the jam by Marshall.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight.
Now, here's Thompson. After the miss from Derek White. Dinwiddie left side. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Gafford throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
A terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
.52 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Dinwiddie. Oh, is that one? No question. Powered it down.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Takes a three. The rebound by Holiday. The Celtics trail by 7. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Brown outside. Over Marshall. That doesn't go either for Brown. It's stolen by Brown. The three. A three-pointer is right on target. Brown's got 7 points in the game. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Mavericks lead by 4. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. We've got Irving, also Exum out there. Washington out there with Derek Lively. And it's Prosper in at the 4 slot. Here's Tatum, following the score by Dallas. Now, here's Exum. Pass to Lively. Irving with it from the arc. Good on the triple. Irving's got the lead up to 7 now for Dallas.
And Irving can change the course of a game with his ability to shoot the 3.
Here's Tatum. Inside, Tatum.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Pass to Prosper. Beyond the arc. Rebound, Boston. In the corner, Tatum with it. Tatum with another miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Irving. 6 points for him. From outside, off the mark. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Hauser. No dice from the high post. Mavericks leading by 5. And here's Exum. Nothing on the board. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. No good on the triple. Here's Pritchard. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
And that's a rare turnover. Just their first here in the half. So that's one thing we've seen them do pretty well, valuing their possession.
Martin's checked in for Dallas. Celtics also with a sub. Cornette's checked in. Now, here is Irving. Makes it off the glass. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
The defender has Irving closely covered, but he's just so determined to get through the contact and to the bucket.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. Davis comes in for Caleb Martin. Najee Marshall, he's checked in for P.J. Washington. And it's Thompson in for Dante Exum. Oh, Tatum finds a way!
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Irving passes to Marshall. Irving against Holiday. And Marshall kicks to Irving. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Celtics trail by 5. Here's Brown. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Well, look, they need Brown making an impact with his outside game, and he rarely disappoints.
And here's Marshall from the arc. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Marshall's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
Here's Tatum. Out to Porzingis. Holiday, the pass to Porzingis. Celtics passing it around. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Spencer Dinwiddie's checked in for the Mavericks.
Number 26, Spencer Dinwiddie.
Mavericks leading by 6. Pass to Thompson. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And Marshall kicks to Davis. No good with the triple. Celtics trail by 6. Here's Tatum. Through contact, Tatum.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Loads it up for Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
And really with the off-the-charts explosiveness, Davis just punishes opponents on those alley-oops.
Well, this could be one of those nights where there's just nothing you can do to slow him down.
Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Davis. Oh, Davis down low.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
35 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Al Horford is checked in for Tatum.
A talented scorer and versatile defender. The athletic Brown is a vital piece for this team.
Kept alive. Out to Thompson. Jacks up a three. Thompson with the three.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Brown outside. Here's the three. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Dallas, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Okay, you're thinking about the shot. Better luck next time. One more time, a huge round of applause for our contestant.
Howdy, folks. Game 3 here at the half, and it is a substantial deficit for the Boston Celtics.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your opponent's fire.
You're like gasoline on a flame, I'd say. Looking at the series breakdown for the Mavericks, they were able to take a game on the road. That'll do it for our show tonight.
And we're with you again as our round one coverage continues. You know, guys, Jayson Tatum has really been making it happen.
There must be ice water in his veins. Such an important game, and he plays superb basketball in that opening half.
Yeah, kind of what you expect from a guy of his caliber. Don't be surprised if his second half is just as good.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round one. On the floor for Boston, the small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. Here's Irving. Jayson Tatum picking up that last basket. Back to Irving. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Irving's got the lead back up to 7 now for the Mavs. Here's Tatum. Great D that time from Davis. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another. Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Takes it from 10. Anthony Davis with the rebound. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. That doesn't go in either for Irving.
Well, he hit a couple of threes in the first half, but none since then.
And here's Tatum for three. Good on the three-point shot. Tatum's got 23 points.
Watch out. Tatum's going to stretch the defense all over the place if he's knocking down threes from the corner.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Down low. And Catholic throws it down.
And you know, for a score-first point guard, Irving is no slouch as a facilitator.
There's Tatum. A shot, no good. Great D that time from Davis. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Marshall can't hit.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Tatum looking around. Puts one up from 19. Hits the front of the rim and out. Dallas leading by 6. To the middle. Gafford passes to Davis. Rebound Boston.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
And the shot is good. 25 points for Jayson Tatum.
And guys, it's no easy task defending Tatum inside. You can body him up, bump him, he'll still find a way.
Now here's Irving. 12 points for him. Now Tatum. For Davis. Rebound by Marshall.
Well, look, adding unnecessary difficulty to a shot is something that drives coaches crazy. Stick to the basics whenever you can.
Celtics trail by 4. Feeds away. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Tatum's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Nobody near Irving. Drains it from beyond the arc. Irving's got 15.
Well, that's now his third triple of the game. First here in this second half.
There's Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 5th assist in this one.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And Jason Kidd has called timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. Getting ready for Dallas. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. B.J. Washington comes in for Najee Marshall. Exum, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Davis kicks to Washington. Over Horford. Plays it up and banks it in. Washington's got his first basket of the night.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Brown good.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Dinwiddie with it. Fires the three. Al Horford with the rebound. And so Horford will bring it up for Boston. They trail by 3. Count that bucket.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To the paint. And finished off by Lively.
And how about the awareness of Dinwiddie? Excellent job spotting the open teammate there.
Offensive rebound. And Cornette gets it to go. Cornette's got 4 points this quarter.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Davis against Horford. Puts it up from 12. And it's Davis missing. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. The Mavericks on top. They're up by 1. And we'll be back right after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
NBA playoff round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Washington and Lively hold down the post for him. Irving is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Exum in at the 3 spot.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game. And he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
And finished off by Lively.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
The Mavericks leading. Right wing. And here's Washington outside. And Pritchard pulls it down. Boston's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. This ball moved by Boston. And here's Tatum for 3. The shot, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
3-pointer. And it's Washington missing.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Pass to Hauser. The 3 from Tatum. The 3 is drilled by Tatum.
Yeah, and after not making any triples in the first half, that's his second since the break.
Exum passes to Irving. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Celtics. Pritchard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Tatum. Exum pulls it in. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one made. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
You know Kyrie is never lacking in confidence. Drains it from another zip code.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Jarek Lively. Davis comes in for P.J. Washington. Marshall, he's checked in for Dante Exum. And it's Klay Thompson in for Spencer Dinwiddie. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Listened in on what Joe Mazzulla told his team. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. When that three goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Irving kicks to Marshall. Back to Irving. From deep three-point land. Another three for Dallas.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from over.
Here's Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 6th assist on the night.
How about these big shots for him in the 4th? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. On the wing, Irving. For 3, drills the three-pointer. Irving's got 16 points here in the second half.
And make no mistake, Irving wants the ball in his hands in these moments. His confidence is off the charts.
Yep, it goes. And the Dallas lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Tatum. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
Stepping up, Davis is a fantastic option late. You know with that height and skill set, he's going to get a good look.
Up against it inside. Tatum fights through. Hatchets his way to the rack.
Hey, you need some points? Tatum is your guy.
Now, here is Irving. Banked in off the glass. Irving's got 26 points.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, and hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Davis against Tatum. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th.
I'll tell you, not many players are better at forcing a defender to foul than Tatum.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
And another thing they've been doing all game long is knocking down the 3. Shooting has been a big part of their game plan tonight.
It's the first, and that brings them within 2.
Well, it's so impressive how Jayson Tatum has just continued to strengthen his game. He's a star who isn't easily satisfied by his own play and always wants to do more.
Good on both.
Well, make no mistake, this is exactly who they want at the line in this situation.
Irving against Holiday. Puts it up from 12, and the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And you got to admire Irving in these situations. Doesn't let pressure overwhelm him. In fact, he embraces it.
That one good for 2. Tatum's got 46 points.
Well, in clutch time, this team knows who to go to. Tatum is ready to be that guy all the time.
Irving against Holiday. Irving passes to Marshall. And Davis wide open. He shoots. Offline with his 3. Tatum against Davis. Good.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Guys, what are their best options now?
And look at how much time they have. I think it's likely we'll see them try to get a good look and score quickly.
There's 39 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Irving. White with the defensive effort. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on. And let's give some credit to Tatum. Doesn't crack when the pressure's on. He just seems to embrace the moment.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Irving. It drops. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Almost effortless looking. Kyrie's motion inside is so well practiced.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. And he commits the intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. So he comes up empty at the line. Taken away. Foul, no choice but to stop the clock here. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that will put them up by 2. Irving looking over the floor. Good! A huge shot to tie it up.
Just a terrific all-around scoring effort from him. I mean, it's because of that they're even in this game.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Here's Brown. Oh, it's off the mark. And we're going to overtime. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We're back after this from American Air. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Here we go. And here's Irving. They've got Klay Thompson. Anthony Davis is out there with Daniel Gafford. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Marshall. And at the 3, the small forward. And that one's good, Irving.
And when he's on like this, guys, there's not much you can do to stop Kyrie. An incredible shot maker.
A high post shot. Tatum no good. And here's Marshall will bring it up for the Mavericks. Loads it up for Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, this is the kind of pressure Tatum puts on defenses. He forces them to compromise with the foul.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second.
And looking at Tatum's game, you know, he really doesn't have a weakness. He can give it to you in a variety of ways.
Irving for three. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Tatum. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Tatum's got 53.
Well, look, you're talking about one of the more dynamic scorers in this league. Jayson Tatum putting on a show.
Austin's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point range, shooting 50% on the free ball here. Fires from the line. Mavericks with the rebound. Davis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Thompson for the triple. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Boston trailing. Here's Tatum driving inside. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Marshall. Rebounded by the Celtics. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Tatum. And another one.
And he's on a tear offensively, lighting up the scoreboard with a purpose.
And how about this? He now holds the team's single-game record for postseason scoring. Davis with a screen on Howard.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Tatum on the wing. He's covered by Irving.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
A 3. Rebounded by Gafford.
And you get the sense that he's hit a wall here in OT. He just hasn't been much help to them at all. Go get it, big fella. A basket they needed desperately, and Davis delivers in the clutch.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis.
That and one free throw upset to a 2-possession game. Costly foul on the shot that time.
Now a timeout called by Boston. 24 seconds left in overtime. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though, so he can't get either to fall. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
Here's Brown. Yes!
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game. And the Celtics with possession here. Brown outside. No good. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. And they've edged in front in the series after an outstanding performance here in Game 3.
Kevin, it sure was. When teams split the first 2 games of a series, Game 3 means everything. They're going into Game 4 now, riding that high after this win.
And now